Hello there, this is your Captain Dan speaking on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Finally got this game. I've been quite excited about it. I have a secret fascination and a love for aviation. Yeah, it's nice to be able to fly anything. I have a couple of flight hours in my logbook, like real logbook, which I'm very proud of, even though it's only a couple of hours. So I have a very basic knowledge of how to fly a plane. So this video will be just a quick rundown of what we can do in the plane. And I'm going to fly from Beccles in the UK. EGSM is the airport code. And to EGSJ, which is Seething Airport, not too far away. We'll have a go. Now this is a fuel. I don't. I've started off the runway on sort of medium settings, so I'm not full professional. Looks like I've had my fuel already because I've got 50% fuel, which is fine for what I'm doing. So my total max takeoff weight is 2,558 pounds. I guess my total is 2,109. So I've got a bit of leeway there, which is fine. That's cool. But first we need to get this going, and then I need someone to push me back. Can I push? I think is it Shift P? Oh. Am I being pulled back? Let's scoot. Why am I moving? How am I moving? Am I moving? It says parking brake engaged. Oh, parking brake has been disengaged. Why am I going backwards? Why? Who's pulling me? What's going on? Panic. Panic. Why am I going backwards? I asked it to push me back, but there's no one pushing me back. I think we need to get this all going, don't we? I'm on the grass. This is not a good start. Let's go outside the plane. Let's have a look around. Yeah, I'm not. Is this a hill? Is there a hill here? It says I'm being pushed back when I'm blatantly not being pushed back. So the runway's over there. I'm going to turn off pushback. Right. We stop. I don't know why we're being pushed back without anyone actually there. I can't figure that one out. Let's go back inside the plane. I prefer the inside the plane. The graphics on this game are excellent. I love it. It's so lifelike. Now this is a Cessna 172 Skyhawk aircraft. It's kind of one of the basically one of the most bought aeroplanes ever, and it's used a lot in training and sort of light aviation. Now I do know how the start procedure works on this. I've never been in real life in one with actual avionics systems, so we'll switch them all on. Get all of the pumps running. Is there a fuel pump here? How do you turn the steering wheel off? Aha! Fuel pump. Turn to switch on. Okay, lovely. And then we'll turn on the navigation. Lovely job. So I'm already plumbed into my sat nav, which is lucky because I have no idea how to use that. Let's try starting the engine, shall we? Start. Aha! So all my warnings have gone, which is good. My fuel mixtures are full, and now I don't really know much about the fuel mixture, so I'm just going to leave that and hope for the best, which is always the best thing I find. So there's a parking. Okay, so just release the parking brake, and let's put a bit of throttle in and see if I can get off this grass. Now, in real life, Beccles. So I'm familiar with Beccles Airport in real life. Oh, go very fast. Because I used to live in Beccles many years ago. I do not anymore, but so I'm familiar with this airport, and I have to say, although the buildings are not realistic, and the grass is very much better kept than this. Let's press brakes. So I'm using the rudder, so you can see rudders down here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pedals. I will just pull over here, put my parking brakes on, and then test full throttle. Test it all works. Got to test it works. Okay, lovely job. So let's throttle out. I'm guessing the ailerons and flaps and my my rudder works. Yeah, I can see that moving. Good. That's good. Now, yeah, in real life, Beccles does not have traffic control. So we'll just... Oh, I'm late on that one. So now it's taxi. There's nothing else really to say here at this point. I'm just going to have to look left and right and go for it. There's barely any wind, which is good. And take off parking brake, and let's put a bit of throttle in. Now, I am using an Xbox controller, not a yoke or a stick to play with this. So I do... It is... very difficult to control, especially throttle, and smooth movements are quite tricky as well, because the sticks of the controller are very snappy, should we say, very fast to react. Now, I don't want too much throttle. Gain clearance from ATC to receive assist during takeoff. I don't think there's traffic control here, so I mean, I guess I could phone in on the main frequency. Right, let's go right to the end of the runway. So in real life, I don't know if they've done it now, it's been many years since I've been there, but in real life, this part of the runway is actually grass. Ooh, can I make it round? Can I make it round? Bit of throttle, I think. Throttle is needed. Did I put the brakes on? No, I didn't. Bit more throttle, maybe? Bit more throttle. Okay, so I want to try and line up on the centre line for takeoff. Now, takeoff speed in this plane, I think, is about 55 knots. Stall speed is 40 knots under full flaps. Speaking of flaps, let's give flaps a whirl. See if I can find flaps. They're usually down here somewhere. Oh, there. Let's put my yoke back on. Let's turn this one off. Full flaps. Hopefully my wing flaps come down. There we go. Lovely job. Right, I think we're about ready to take off. So I'm going to take off to the west. And in real life, there's a go-kart track down here. So let's see if that go-kart track is in this flight simulator version. Now, I only got this the other day, so I've only actually played it a few times. I've never played at this airport. Oh, bit jolty on the old rudder control. So let's get to 55 knots. It wants to lift its nose already, but I'm going to just let it get a bit more speed. There we go. And we're in the air, which is good. So we just sit at this for a few minutes. Let's just have a look around. There's loads of solar panels. Where's the go-karting track? Okay, there's a few warehouses. This is an old RAF. I think it was an American air base, maybe during the Second World War. And they've repurposed a lot of the runways, which is great. There's a go-kart track down there. Now that's an actual... So this is a great thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator. It actually uses, I believe, Bing Maps data. Oh my word! What is that? Oh, look at that spire in the sky. I mean, to be honest, that looks like the Citadel out of Half-Life 2. What is that? I know there are some funny glitches in this game, and there's a mountain over there, but this is Suffolk, and Suffolk is quite flat. So I know for a fact that there isn't a citadel or a mountain. You know what? I'm gonna have to go over there now. I I just have to go and have a look at that. Now this is Beccles. Ooh, crop lines. Aliens. So this is Beccles itself. Used to live down there somewhere, and there's a high school. So I used to see quite a lot of parachutes. I think they still do at Beccles Airport. A lot of parachutes. You know, you can go and pay some money to jump out of a plane if you want to do that kind of thing, which is cool because I used to be able to see them from my bed. Anyway, let's go and investigate this spire. What if I could crash into it? That'd be quite funny. It's kind of in the direction I need to go. The graphics on this game, they're just staggering. I mean, look at that. There's the sea off Lowestoft Edge. Most easterly point of the UK. Nice fact for you. Oh, some tennis courts. What's my altitude? 1,100. Now I'm very aware I'm still at takeoff speed on this plane, and I shouldn't be. If you're gonna nail me for that, let's bring the throttle down a bit. Let's get it in the green. There you go. So my RPM is now in the green here. Oil pressure's good in the green. Oil temperature's all good. All good. So I didn't actually check my fuel. So I'm in dual both tanks for fuel at the moment. Now I do need to trim this plane out, because trim is where you can set it to automatically, because if I take my hand off the yoke or the controller, it just wants to dive to the ground. So by trimming it out, it's this wheel down here, I can wrong way, I can make it so it automatically maintains level flight, which is about there. Yeah, not bad. Happy with that. And then we'll take a look. I do like this. I think it's brilliant, and if I could have a yoke here, that would be even more fun. But this controller works quite well. I mean, you can actually get this, which is how I've got it, on Xbox Game Pass. So if you just want to have a go, you do need a fairly powerful computer, I have to say. But if you just want to have a mess around or a play, then I think they're doing a deal with Xbox Game Pass at the moment, where you get some months free, or very cheap at least. And there's some good games on there. I'm not trying to promote it, I just think it's fairly good. But yeah, it's just... So this game uses a Bing map data. And it oh, my flaps are still up. Down. Let's turn my flaps. Gonna need trimming again now. I'll take my flaps out. So I should be able to gain some airspeed now. So top speed of this is around, I think is 124 knots cruise speed, if I remember rightly. So yeah, it's a neat little plane. But yeah, this uses Bing Maps data, so I know for a fact that all the rivers, roads, train lines, all of that kind of thing is spot on. It's brilliant. The fields, because it's all photography, the fields are all correct whenever these pictures were taken. You know, they were ploughed and everything's in the right place, borders and all that kind of thing. The things that aren't correct, so places are correct as well, but the things that aren't correct are the houses and the buildings. It just kind of plonks a generic 3D render on something, rather than rendering the flat images as 3D. But really interested in this giant spire. Let's go outside the plane. Let's have a look. Let's reset the view. I've read about some of the glitches in this game. There was one in somewhere in South America, which was one of the runways was a massive deep lagoon just going down to basically this behind. I wonder if I can crash into this. Or at least I'll go round it at the very least. And then actually go and try and land the plane. Oh! Oh, it's gone. There's my mountain still. The mountain's still there, but I suspect that would go when I get near it. That's interesting. I wonder why it's done that. Oh well. Well, it was. Oh, I wanted to go around it. Anyway, let's bank hard to the left, and we'll go actually to our airport, which is Seething, which is over here somewhere. There we go. I mean, it was once again another air base during the Second World War. I think the majority of UK airports or airstrips are old, World War II air bases, American or British airstrips. There's quite a lot around as well. Oh, right. Do we need to descend yet? No, we're only at 2,000 foot. So it looks like I'm going kind of through a cloud, and because I'm VFR, I probably shouldn't be going. Is that just fog? Is it fog? I think that might be fog. So one of the great things about this game is it has got live weather and live traffic, so you can see on a map all live aircraft, which is just incredible, really. Now I'm going to start descending because I want to land here, and we'll give it a bosh. We'll see how this landing goes. Hopefully okay, because I don't want to die. Too young to die. Right, so I'm going to put my throttle down a bit more, 30%. No, wrong way, I meant this way. So let's go to 9%. I'm also going to put my flaps down to full. You probably shouldn't put your flaps straight down to full. I'm sure I'm going to get hammered for my gameplay, but I'm doing this for fun. So if I can get there without stalling, remember stall speed's I think around 40 knots, full flaps with this plane. So hopefully we can do a nice slick landing at Seething. Now this is correct. I've been to Seething and I can see all of the way in. You have to go at the base of the runway, past it to get to the buildings. It's very cool. Right. Let's see. I think landing should be around 65 knots in this plane, so I'm a little bit fast. There's no wind today. Look, that windsock is just dead. So straight down. Let's cut the power completely, and a little bit harsh. And hopefully get a nice smooth landing. Oh no! I bounced. Put the brakes on. Not too bad. I can do better than that. I know I can. Well, and then we can taxi off. I guess we can taxi. I'm pretty sure Seething doesn't have this either. Can I come off? Put a little bit of air speed in the engine again. Come off, and we'll taxi this way. And I'm just going to park up in it over here. Oh, what's this? Is he waiting for me? He's waiting for me. Cool. Let's see if I can slow down. What's he doing? Let's see. See if I can not crash into him. He's just there. Oh, I've got to come forward a little bit. Come forward a little bit. Oh, me Citadel's back. Oh, that's cool. I like the ground stuff. So I can then come off and shut the engine down. So let's turn it off. And welcome to Seething Airport. Remember to take your bags with you. Oh, cool. So I've got a log thing in a logbook. Yeah, awesome. I like that. That's cool. Anyway, please let me know if you've got any challenges you want me to try. I will go through probably some of the scenarios that this game can crop up, so engine failure, all that kind of thing, and I might try and find some really interesting airports and all that kind of thing. But I thought I'd just show you this game with my first takeoff and landing from Beccles to Seething. I think it looks fantastic and I'm really excited to play more. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. There will be more coming, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye!